From old friends to Chibis, this can turn out pretty cute. And the Last Supper. For someone anyway. Hello, Magi here, and welcome back to another episode of Top 5 Touhou Doujin Works, the series where we take a look at doujin works I or you guys have noticed throughout the week and had the need to tell you guys about it. So without further ado, let's begin the Top 5 Touhou Doujin Works number 37. Number 5. To begin the list, we're going to start off really lightly, although that could depend on your definition anyway. Stray Cat Girl Time, created by Ginza Guillotine, follows the Yakumo family. In this story, Ran is trying to show the appeal of Chen as a Shikigami, which means that it's Yukari's first time meeting Chen. As Ran is trying to demonstrate Chen's appeal, Ran becomes a little quacky. All of Ran's affectionate touching certainly has an effect on Chen. Not even the yokai sage like Yukari knows how to comment on this. But all in all, things turned out well as Ran got Yukari's permission and gained Chen as a Shikigami. Though understand that Ran's quackiness still continues on. Really continues on. Other than Ran's, shit, this is a really heartwarming story. A different style of Chen's origins, but one I still enjoy nonetheless. I feel I've been mentioning a lot of origin stories lately. While this is much lighter on it, it still counts as one. Oh well, I'm still enjoying them, and hopefully you guys are as well. Number 4. Now this work is gonna involve our headless Gao, or Rokuro Kubi as a better description. The last work involving Sekibunki had Zunus creating it, and we all know how crazy that turned out. This time though, it'll be much tamer. Sekibunki isn't good with old friends. Created by Agakashi Hagane, suggested by Robert, starts with Sekibunki chilling at home. She gets a knock on her doors and checks out who it is. Not quite the reception those two were expecting. Regardless, we learned it's been a while that the three of them have all been together. In fact, Sekibunki had cut off her connections to them. Try as she might, it's hard to hide yourself when a certain Tengu has you published on the newspaper. As Sekibunki is dawdling at this news, she learns that Kaguro and Wakisaki Hime had a purpose for this visit. It was to ask her to join the grassroots yokai network. Not surprising, she rejects it. The main reason the two yokais want Sekibunki to join is to be friends like the old times. It appears that Sekibunki has her reasons for not wanting it. To learn more, it would be best to read the work yourself. I had to enter off like that, just to get you curious, and hopefully it works. Number 3. But our next work is going to be a little different as it's a collaboration between 3 different circles/artists, but the main core of the work will involve one character, a certain unidentifiable yokai. Happy New Age-chan collaboration Triple UFO created by Atsusuki Do, Chicken, and Suchu Hanabi. All 3 groups I've talked about before, and I know a bit of their style. Especially you, Atsusuki. I'm keeping my eye on your ass. So it's 3 mini stories combined into this. Honestly, it's hard to mention anything without revealing the entire story given how few pages each story has. The best I can sum up these mini story is one involving Nue's true form. Another story involves Nue wanting a new appearance or image change, if you will. The last story has UFO urban legends, if you will. Fun times, fun times. This is the best I could come up with without revealing the entire story, but trust me, 3 mini stories of Nue is certainly fun. Maybe not for her, but still. Number 2. So this next story is going to involve one of the most dangerous beings in all of Gensokyo. In chibi form, mind you. This should be fun. Chibi Flan, created by Ichimi, stars... Who would have fucking guessed? Flandre. The story begins with Flandre shrinking, just suddenly mind you. As cute as Chibi Flandre is, she's still as deadly as before, especially towards her older sister. And honestly, I think I explained the entirety of the series. As simple as it sounds, it's fun to see how Mini Flandre acts towards the other members of the SDM, especially to her sister as it's always comedic. Very painful to the Scarlet Devil, but still funny. Flandre's cuteness has affected everyone. If only Rumilia could bask in it. Now this is a rather long work. There's about 2 sequels to this on Dynasty and even more on Dumburo, if I'm correct. So if you enjoyed the Chibi Flandre and all the cuteness she has to bring, then believe me, this is gonna be a good one. Number 1. So for this last one, we're gonna spice things up. Very appropriate words given that I just mentioned the artists in the video plus the topic at hand. Last Supper, created by Yakumi Sarai, or Zunus, suggested by Deceptive Wolf, is an interesting story, like most Zunus work. So this story has two plots going on. The first one involves a yokai exterminator. This one is different as it's not about Reimu or Marissa. This exterminator is an old man has been living in Kinsokyo since the dangerous times, and he suddenly disappeared. Due to this, Marissa heads out and tries to find out where the old man has gone to. The second plot involves food. It focuses on different girls making different dishes, but each of those girls had their encounter with this exterminator, making those two plots interconnect. This guy was no pushover as he was able to do damage to the yokais as well, and he doesn't seem to have the overpoweredness of Reimu or Marissa, for instance. Given it's a Zunus work, I was expecting good shit from it, and it certainly delivered. I enjoyed the shift between the old man and food, as strange as it sounds, as he always was connected to those yokais, considering he fought them. I don't want to say more about this work as it's something you should dive in, but given it's a Zunus work, be prepared for all of Zunus' shenanigans. Blood, gore, and all that. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Which doujin works are you going to check out later? Do you want to see how Nue is dealt with by 3 different artists? Are you down to see chibi flandre? Or do you want to see good food, which are somehow related due to some old dude? If you guys enjoyed this episode, please give it a like and subscribe, or chibi flandre might bite me, and as cute as she is, that will still fucking hurt. Either way, this is Magi, and thanks again for watching.